Intuition is your natural state of being. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, and as such, you are already attuned to this greater power that lives within you. This deeper part of your inner knowing, however, may be blocked as you may have gotten accustomed to rely heavily on using your rational, cognitive mind to guide you through making decisions in this life. Everyone has intuition, but it's not always developed to the degree that you have come to rely on, or have full faith and trust in its ability to guide you through life. Intuition, also known as your inner guidance system, GPS, your expanded awareness, or your gut feeling, is a very big and natural part of who you are. For you have this internal GPS system of knowing that is always available to you at any given moment you decide to follow your inner truth and wisdom. However, this inner part must be strengthened, just like a muscle, so that it can begin to work the way you think it should. This expanded awareness comes from the part of you that is your soul. When you come into this space of curiosity of who you are, where you came from, and what you're here to do, it often triggers a spiritual awakening within you that tells you that you are more than just a body. Once this part of you is awakened, it expands rapidly to bring in another field of reality and consciousness you may have never accessed before. This sheer opening of this ability is what brings in a new, higher, more profound and deeper understanding into the truth of who you really are. It's as if a great big light bulb is turned on in your mind that sheds light on everything that is real and all that is not real. You all of a sudden begin to see everything in a different light and from a different perspective as you begin to question everything. Recognition of this true reality only becomes possible as you are concurrently detaching from the lower self, the human self, and become more aware of your greater self, soul. This is where you begin to evolve as a human being and come to know yourself as a spiritual being. This, however, does not invalidate your human self. It just expands upon the recognition of itself as a greater version of its being. A detachment from the personality and who you thought you were begins to happen as you move into a state of releasing from the paradigm you were born into and move into a reality that is more in alignment with the truer, greater version of your being. As this transition takes place, your divine intuition awakens. You move from the cognition of your rational mind into sensory perception, and you move towards the greater whole mind, body, and spirit connection. This is because intuition exists beyond the visible layers of thought, matter, and physicality, and exists in the subtle higher planes of existence. Bodily functions begin to change in order to access higher thought forms that exist beyond 3D reality as it prepares itself to move through the dimensional realms of thought, from 3D to 4D to 5D and beyond. This is when you begin to move away from the normalities of life, from human attachments and distractions in life, and move into more calmness and peace, where you are able to penetrate into the sensory perception reality that exists beyond the forgetfulness. Intuition is developed from this calm, peaceful state of being, as this is when your divine intuition is able to drop into your awareness from your all-knowing soul. The awakening of divine intuition is a gradual, step-by-step process of perpetual shifts. Silence unites the head and the heart into one unified, cohesive field of awareness, where reason is blended with love. This is where perception and focus truly begin to change who you are, as you are gently catapulted from one reality into another. The process is gentle, yet abrupt at the same time, as much is shifting internally and externally in your perceived reality. This higher perceived reality and field of consciousness is your real self, for it provides the insights to know itself as more than just human, as it begins to think, know, and feel at the same time, and with a greater conscious awareness and observance of what is being reflected from both the inner and the outer worlds of reality. As this growing awareness becomes stabilized and normalized, intuition awakens further, making a permanent reality shift where soul, self, and divine presence are firmly established. At this point, you are able to function more from your soul, as you are able to embody and hold into focus more of this permanence presence within you. You become more and more aware of the separated functions of the egocentric mind, as it becomes more aware of its lower mind actions, and any sense of superiority or separateness begins to dissolve. As divine intuition continues to develop even further, it merges with the universal energy of love and compassion, where it is then able to dissolve and drop criticism and judgment of self and others. Intuition brings much to light and to the surface, as it brings more awareness to the care and well-being of oneself, others, and the planet begin to take place. As a result, new neural pathways are formed in the brain that naturally help one gravitate towards more aligned ways of living and being that work for the greater good of all, as this is divine will. You are becoming a clear channel, able to receive direction and guidance from your higher self in order to effect great change in this reality. You are becoming aware of your higher existence and your contribution to the greater whole, as you come into the awareness that you are co-creating this reality as an expanded unified field of consciousness for the greater good of all. This is indeed a pivotal rite of passage, an initiation for you, as you are actualizing and coming into self-realization through your intuitive abilities. This is also where you begin to magnetize to you much more easily and effortlessly what is truly meant for you from your heart and from the universe. As you co-create, you become the peace and light of the world, bringing in goodwill, peace, and love to all. Much love and peace to you.